7.4 million email addresses and detailed spending histories leaked, and those dollar totals can make you a target. Kering, the owner of several luxury labels, confirmed a major breach that exposed customer records. Attackers claim 7.4 million email addresses and detailed spending histories. Not credit cards, but cumulative total sales numbers showing who spent $5, $10s, or even $80,000. That shift changes the threat model from random phishing to highly focused scams. In the next section, I'll list exactly what data appeared in the leak and why those fields matter. Quick facts first. Kering confirmed customer records were accessed. The exposed fields reportedly included names, email addresses, phone numbers, postal addresses, and cumulative spending totals. Kering says no full card numbers were taken, and they refused to pay ransom. The attackers claimed responsibility and said they held records tied to millions of emails. Those facts set the stage, but the real danger hides in one surprising column of data. More on that next. Here's what leaked for many customers: full names, email addresses, phone numbers, postal addresses, and a field labeled total sales that shows cumulative spend. Some entries even indicate store locations or contact preferences. Importantly, security teams reported no passwords or full payment card numbers in the dataset. That's reassuring for direct card fraud, but those spending numbers create a new kind of vulnerability. Next, I'll explain why a number is more dangerous than it looks. Think of spending totals as a VIP marker. When criminals see a $30,000 or $86,000 total, they flag you as high value. That lets them craft precise stories. A fake call about a $12,500 order from a specific boutique, or a text about a delivery to your street. Specificity breaks down skepticism. Instead of a generic email, you get a tailored lie that fits your records. So how did attackers get this access? The answer is social engineering by phone, phishing, and I'll show how it works. Attackers reportedly used voice phishing, to impersonate IT support and trick employees. They phoned staff, asked for one-time codes, and guided approvals for malicious OAuth apps. Once an employee approved, attackers could access connected services and export customer data. This method doesn't rely on breaking encryption. It exploits human trust. In the next scene, I'll break down the exact tricks used to bypass multi-factor authentication and why push approvals can fail. Here's the classic script. Caller claims to be IT, reports an urgent problem, and asks the employee to read a one-time code or approve a login. Employees, believing they help, hand over codes or hit approve, and MFA is defeated. Attackers also register malicious OAuth apps that ask for broad permissions. Those tokens grant access without a password. This is social engineering dressed as tech support. Next, I'll explain how OAuth and push notifications get weaponized. Push-based MFA can create fatigue. Many people tap approve without checking context. Attackers exploit that by triggering push requests at scale or by aligning their script with real incidents. OAuth tokens from connected apps can grant reporting and export permissions. When combined with permissive Salesforce or CRM settings, an attacker can pull lists of VIP customers in minutes. So, what can criminals do with these exports? The next part shows the direct threats to customers. The group claiming this breach, known for data theft and extortion, often waits weeks before shouting about a leak. They sell or auction data and sometimes target high-value individuals separately. Law enforcement alerts show these crews favor patient, curated campaigns rather than noisy mass leaks. That means your email might circulate among scanners and scam teams who specialize in luxury targets. Next, I'll place this incident in context. Other luxury brands have been targeted too. This attack isn't an isolated flash. Multiple luxury houses reported incidents this year, from fashion conglomerates to jewelry brands. Researchers say criminals treat customer lists like curated shopping lists, high-value names first. The supply chain also widens risk. Boutiques, agencies, and loyalty partners often hold copies of customer data. With many copies floating around, a single compromise can ripple outward. Next, I'll address a common fear. Could this leak create physical safety risks? Cumulative spend combined with postal addresses can feel alarming. Most outcomes remain digital: phishing, loyalty takeovers, and targeted scams. But the data could enable delivery interception or courier scams, where attackers impersonate shippers and ask for reroutes or fees. Rarely, criminals might use address information for more serious threats. Practical precautions lower that risk. Next, I'll move into a clear, prioritized checklist you can act on immediately. Quick mid-video recap. Kering confirmed a breach with emails, contact details, and spending totals exposed. Attackers used phishing and OAuth abuse to bypass access controls. The primary danger now is targeted scams and account takeover, not instant card theft. If you're a customer, you need a plan and a priority list. I'll start that list now with Step 1. Lock down your retail accounts and passphrases. Step 1. Lock down your Kering brand accounts. Change passwords for Gucci, Balenciaga, or any related accounts you use. Use unique 14+ character passphrases and a password manager to generate and store them. Avoid reusing credentials across sites. If you use the same password on other services, change those too. These actions slow attackers and protect loyalty programs. Next, protect the single account that controls almost everything: your email. Step 3. Expect hyper-personalized phishing. You may receive calls or emails referencing exact dollar amounts, store locations, or order dates. Never click links in unexpected messages. Instead, go directly to the brand's official site or call the number listed there. If someone presses you for an MFA code or an approval, hang up and call back using the official number. Slow down. High pressure is a classic red flag. Next, I'll cover financial and identity monitoring steps. Step 4. Monitor financial and identity signals. Set transaction alerts with your bank and card issuer for any charge above a small threshold. In the US, consider placing a free credit freeze with the 3 bureaus to block new accounts. In the UK and EU, enable fraud alerts or monitoring services your bank offers. Keep an eye on loyalty account activity and changes in shipping addresses. These early warnings can stop attackers before they complete a takeover. Next, I'll talk about delivery safety. Step 5. Rethink delivery habits. For high-value orders, choose in-store pickup or parcel lockers. Avoid publishing travel dates or purchase bragging on social media. If a courier calls claiming a delivery issue, verify via the carrier's official site or app. Don't follow inbound links. Consider a discrete delivery address, like a work or locker address for expensive items. That reduces the value of a leaked address. Next, I'll show how to check if your email appears in other breaches. Step 6. Check breach repositories. Use a reputable service like Have I Been Pwned to see if your email appears in known leaks. Enable notifications for future hits. If your email shows up elsewhere, treat those services as compromised. Change passwords and enable MFA. Also, exercise your data rights. Request copies of what companies hold. Ask for corrections. Or request deletion where eligible under GDPR or other laws. Next, I'll walk through how and where to report scams if you encounter them. Step 7. Report suspicious activity. In the US, file a report with the FBI's IC3. In the UK, use Action Fraud. EU nationals should use their national cybercrime portals or Europol resources. When you report, include screenshots, timestamps, and the exact wording of phishing messages. Reports help law enforcement track patterns and warn others. After reporting, you'll want to know what scammers might try next. So here's the likely playbook they'll use. Attackers will use a compact playbook. Refund or order issues. Fake VIP invites that request logins. Courier reschedule scams asking for fees. And calls claiming a disputed charge that mirrors your spending. Each lure exploits the leaked totals to add credibility. They may also try loyalty value extraction, requesting fake payments for release of high-value items. The golden rule is patience. Slow down, verify independently, and don't hand over codes. Next, I'll switch to what businesses must do to stop this at the source. For businesses, Start by moving admins and support staff to phishing-resistant MFA like hardware security keys. Replace simple push approvals with number matching or step-up checks for sensitive actions. Lock down OAuth and connected apps. Restrict who can authorize them and audit scopes. In Salesforce and CRMs, review field-level permissions so only necessary roles can see cumulative spend. These moves reduce the blast radius of a successful phishing attempt. Next, I'll cover data minimization and identity governance. Continue hardening. Minimize and segment sensitive data. Encrypt at rest and in use, and shorten retention windows for sales figures and personal data. Strengthen identity governance with quarterly access reviews and break glass procedures. Train staff specifically on phishing scripts and require callback verification via official directories. Add out-of-band approvals for critical changes. These steps prevent a single social engineering slip from becoming a wholesale data export. Next, I'll finish the checklist with detection and vendor controls. Finish the business playbook by instrumenting your environment with deep logging and anomaly detection. Run red team tests and tabletop exercises that simulate phishing. Vet third parties and require MFA, logging, and immediate breach notifications and contracts. Prepare for regulatory scrutiny with documented decisions and records of minimization. These measures lower legal and operational risk and speed incident response. Now, what about ransoms and public fallout? Should companies ever pay? I'll break that down next. Kering reportedly refused to pay ransom and followed law enforcement advice. Paying ransom rarely guarantees deletion and can invite repeat targeting. Law enforcement generally discourages payments. Still, data can appear for sale or leak in phases, and executives or VIPs may face separate extortion attempts. Regulators will probe whether companies follow data minimization and reasonable security practices, which can lead to fines or class actions. So how do you spot phishing in the moment? I'll give you a simple script to stop it. Spotting phishing is about pattern recognition. The script usually starts urgent, uses authority cues, asks you to read or approve a code, and pressures for instant action. Your response: do not provide codes or approve prompts you didn't initiate. Say you'll call back using the official number on the company website. Then do it. If it's work-related, verify via your IT ticketing system. Use that phrase now. I'll call back on the published support line. Try it next time, and you'll slow the attacker down. This breach is a reminder that data value has broadened. Criminals now sell curated lists of high spenders, not just card numbers. That changes defenses for both consumers and companies. Take the practical steps we covered: lock accounts, secure email, enable phishing-resistant MFA, monitor finances, and change delivery habits. If you act quickly, you dramatically reduce your exposure. For more resources and templates to follow when a suspicious message arrives, check the description below and take action today. If this helped, like and subscribe for short, practical security guides, and tell us in the comments if you want a printable checklist or a phishing script to share with family and staff.